Hey guys, in this video, you will be learning some psychologically backed strategies to increase your comprehension and learning experience as you go through this training course. So in short, in this video, you will be learning how to learn, right? Learning how to learn is the most essential skill that unfortunately your school education hasn't taught you. Right? Before learning anything in your life, first you need to learn how to learn. Right, by that, whenever you're learning real life stuff, you will be able to understand whatever you have got to learn and implement it. This video is really important because if you skip watching this video, like it may interfere with your learning experience with this training course, right? I highly recommend you to watch this video till the end so that you will be equipped to receive whatever I have got to teach you in the rest of this training course. So as a systems thinker, I have gone through plenty of productivity related books and videos, right? So I have drawn some of the proven strategies from books like Ultra Learning by Scott Young, Mastery by Robert Greene, and Super Thinking by Gabriel Weinberg, and many other books. Have combined all my experience and learning from all those resources, and I'm presenting to you all of those things in this video as it relates to learning digital marketing and blogging. Because I truly believe that before getting trained, you need to be trained how to get trained. Right? So let's get started. Guys, let's dive to the mind map. Okay, so this is the only video that will be in the mind map format because I thought like if I present this information to you in the form of a mind map, this will be you will get a holistic view or a macro level view on how to go about consuming this training course. So there are various stages to learning. Okay, these are all the things that you need to implement when learning a new skill, right? No school or college taught you this. Okay, so the first one is meta learning. So it's about learning how to learn. Okay, before learning any new skill, you need to learn how to learn that skill. You need to explore that skill. You need to fiddle with all the technicalities of the learning process involved in learning that skill. So let me explain you a bit about this. Okay, so you need to break the skill down. Okay, that's really important to get a fair understanding about the new skill. In this course is about blogging. You need to break blogging down. Okay, so when it comes to blogging, there are various things involved. Okay, so this is the breakdown of blogging. First, you need to understand that blogging is not a whole thing, right? There are various moving pieces or sub skills that are involved when it comes to blogging, and before learning blogging, you need to be aware of all the constituents of blogging. Okay, blogging consists of niche and research, like keyword research and all, and setup, WordPress, or making use of page builders, hosting, domain, and all those things. And you have content, publishing high quality content, copywriting, and all those things, and doing search engine optimization. So these are the 5 things that we have in our system. Okay, so you need to just take a note of what all the sub skills that a particular skill, like in case of blogging, these are all the sub skills, right? So you need to be aware of this, and you need to tackle them separately. That's really important, right? Like if you just right away learn blogging, like it would be really hard for you, right? You need to tackle each of these things that you have broke down separately. Okay, tackle them separately. And you need to ask yourself, what existing skills that I have that I can use in learning these sub skills. Remember, if you learn all these sub skills, it means that you learned blogging. Okay, so these are the parts. So what existing skills can I use? Okay, suppose if you have set up a WordPress site in your university life, then like in the setup phase, you can use your existing skill. Or suppose you wrote some essays, in high schools and all, you have writing skills, right? That you can make use of in the content phase. When you look blogging as a big mammoth, like your mind will be blocked, right? You will not get an idea about what are the existing skill sets that are applicable for blogging. Only once you break down a complex skill will you be able to understand what are all the things that are involved and wrap your heads around. Okay, so and you need to ask why, right? Why is the most powerful question. You need to have a real purpose for blogging. Okay, it need not to be only to earn good money. Okay, that will be the straightforward purpose. Why you need to earn good money, right? When you ask why you need to earn good money, it may be like to lead a good life, to support my family. Why? Your family helped you a lot, right? Your parents matter a lot. They helped you, they supported you, right? So you have that emotional purpose, right? So that's why you will be blogging. Okay, when you have that powerful purpose for what to do, so it will matter a lot. Okay, in case if you are struggling with getting a purpose, I mean like purpose or your why should come from the inside. In some cases, you can take interviews with other bloggers and see what are the reasons why they are blogging to, motivate you to more and ignite you to discover your own why. Okay, so and the next one is how you can go about this. Okay, so when it comes to learning any new skill, there are two things that you can do. One is dabbling. Okay, dabbling is you can discover everything on your own, right? You can make use of Google, YouTube, Udemy, whatever training platforms, like you can dabble around. Okay, and the next one is you need to take really good training courses. Okay, there are plenty of crappy training courses. A proven training course is the one that is system centric. Okay, that is done by practitioners. Actually, this is the first one. It should be done by practitioners. If someone is teaching Amazon affiliates, just ask him if he has an Amazon affiliate site and what's it earning. Okay, so like you need to learn from practitioners. Okay, and the second one, he should present you a system. Okay, exactly the blueprint of what's working for him and what all the strategies that he is personally implementing. Not like the stuff that are working in the industry. No, he should be willing to present his own sites. Okay, and exactly what are the things that he's doing. So in this training course, this is a no BS training course. Okay, so I will be revealing my sites. I will be walking you down through how we create content, how we build backlinks, and each and every damn thing, right? So you have these 5 things, right? These 5 things are the only things that you need to master when it comes to succeeding in blogging. And we will be covering all of these things. When you complete this training course, you will wonder and marvel at the new skill that you have found, and you will be able to discover that this training course is the ultimate one. We have left no stone unturned. Okay, so we have covered everything that we are implementing in our blogging business day in, day out. No theoretical bullshit, just practical things. Okay, and it's highly structured, right? So I actually spend like close to 2 months in laying down the structure and also all the things that I need to discuss in this training course. Okay, so I spend literally 2 months in getting the curriculum ready. Okay, because getting the curriculum ready and filling in the course outline is the largest part of the process. Anyone can record a video by just turning on his screen recorder, DSLR and mic, right? Anyone can do that. Okay, the quality of the course depends upon the instructor's curriculum design abilities, systems thinking and design thinking, course design thinking abilities. Okay, so this is a result of extensive research. Okay, I have reflected upon and I have just traveled back into the past and just empathized with my old self. Okay, what were the things that I was struggling with? What are all the things that people now who want to learn blogging are struggling with? I arranged many Zoom sessions with my community to ask their doubts, their questions, and I related those questions to my past self, right? So when I had that question in the past, how was I feeling? Like this course is the result of deep reflection, okay, on my past self and also the real life problems that bloggers are facing. This is the ultimate course. This is my signature course. Okay, so you need this kind of courses. Okay, that is done by practitioners and those who believe that business is a system and who is into systems thinking, and a course should be highly structurized. Okay, so yeah, these are all the things that you need to know, right, even before going into the technicalities of learning a new skill, whether it be blogging or any other skill that you learn in your future. Okay, and the next one is focus, right? You need to set your mindset. Focus is hard to come by, right? We have this Instagram, Facebook world. Oh man, people are chasing shiny objects, right? Though they are just opening their mobile phone and they are just addicted to this dopamine loop of new things, shiny new things, right? Feeding their brain, right? They don't know why they are doing, but they are still doing. Okay, it rewires your brain to chase new shiny objects. Okay, you may see some people discussing that they have earned this much money, they have earned that much money, right? You may be distracted by that. On social media, all you see is their what? Success, not their hardships, not their failures. Okay, you think everything is greener, grass is greener on the other side. You dabble, try out many things and fail. Okay, don't be a victim of shiny object syndrome, right? You have committed your mind to be a blogger, then be that. No matter if someone is doing drop shipping or someone is doing YouTube, don't give a shit, right? Be a blogger. Okay, so like if you just be a victim of this shiny object syndrome or SOS, you can't be master of anything. You know, you will be like a jack of all and just involved in intellectual entertainment. So here in shiny object syndrome, it means like following things that get you instant gratification. Okay, you need to delay gratification. Okay, that's really important to get mastery in a specific skill. Okay, and these are all the traps. Okay, earning screenshots, opportunities that look so easy, get rich quick schemes. So these are all the traps that you have, right? So people don't generally discuss their failures. So you think that their success is a result of luck or some software. They are using some software to get success. No, there is no one silver bullet or there is no one pill that you can swallow to be successful, right? You need to put in the smart work. Okay, the next one is flow. Flow is something important, right? When you are multitasking, you won't be focusing on anything, right? It's very hard to stop multitasking in this multi-tab era. Okay, you need to achieve a flow in a particular task. Okay, flow is the enjoyable state that slides right between boredom and frustration. Okay, when you do a math problem that's damn easy, like 2 plus 2 4, and if you have that same basic math problems all over the page, and if someone asks you to solve them, like you would be like, hey, it's too simple, right? It doesn't entertain me. Like, why should I do that? 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 1, like that, right? And on the other hand, if a mathematical problem is just tough, like your mathematical task is neither too hard or not too easy, you will get that enjoyable state. Hey, it's quite hard. And once you accomplish that hard thing, you will get that reward feeling. Okay. When doing such tasks, you will be in massive focus mode. Okay. So that is really important. Boredom is like repetitive tasks like data entry. Frustration is like trying to learn blogging or a new coding language on your own. Okay, if you learn blogging or any coding language on your own, it will be a lot of frustration, right? Why you need to reinvent the wheel that's already invented? I'm a person, right, who figured out stuff on my own and also through mentors, right? We have already invented you the wheel. Now you don't need to again reinvent the wheel, right? You can just build upon that wheel to make it more customizable for your life, right? So similar to that, like when you have already a proven system, don't try to reinvent that system. Okay, just blindly follow it. Just blindly do whatever I suggest you in this training course. Okay, that's really important. Or else you need to figure out everything on your own and you need to find reasons for what you're doing. And or else you can just implement the stuff and be successful and then figure out what things worked well. Okay, I would any day choose the latter one. So again, focus is really important, and also when consuming this training course. Okay, don't have other tabs open in your browser when consuming this training course. Okay, yeah, you need to make me a promise, okay, regarding this. It's really, really important. You need to go through the training course completely. Soon I will have some system wherein I make sure that you completely go through the training course without opening any other tab, or I will make you do a formal commitment to ensure that you go through the training course, right? I would have implemented, just refer the description. I will soon implement if it's not there. Okay, so this is about focus and directness. Okay, when it comes to learning a new skill, you should not beat around the bush. Enough of the academic bullshit, right? So in academics, you beat around the bush, right? When you were studying some physics or chemistry and you used to ask your teachers or parents, they said like, what you're learning will be helpful in the future. No, you need to learn something that helps you in the present, right? And in the future, you forget everything that you learned in your degree. How come it will be useful for you? So directness is really important. You should not beat around the bush. And I know the importance of this, right? I'm transparent here. I will be revealing my sites. I'm presenting you the exact things that I'm doing on my sites. Completely transparent, right? Completely transparent. That is directness. Okay, unless your learning is tied closely to the situation or context you want to use it in, you won't simply put your knowledge to application. That is really, really important. Whatever theory you learned in your universities, it's not tightly tied to the situation or context you want to use it in. Okay, it's not practical. Although we had practicals, 80% of the time we spend in theoretical bullshit, right? So we need to learn the things that we can apply immediately. Okay, that's where project-based learning comes place. Okay, you need to set up a project. Like, I don't want you to be passive consumers of my course content. I want you to take massive action, by executing the action steps that I suggest you in this training course. Okay, implement the stuff that I teach as I go through this training course. By learning in a real context, okay, I will share my screen, present you the real context, and present you the action steps that you need to implement. By learning in a real context, you will also learn many of the hidden details and skills that are far more likely to transfer to a new real life situation. So if you implement what are all the things that I'm gonna tell you to implement without any doubt, then you will likely to transfer whatever I have got to tell you in this training course to the real life situation when you're blogging day in, day out. Okay, and another one, you can join communities. Okay, in communities, people ask questions and people give question askers answers, right? If you are not yet part of my Telegram community where I answer some of the good questions, then you can join it, right? I have the link in the description. Pause this video, just go join the community. Okay, you need to take massive action immediately. Okay, that's really important. When you join a community, you will get direct knowledge. Okay, you will get to know what's working for others and what's not working. So that is direct knowledge. Okay, directness. Don't beat around the bush, go straight to the core. So the next one is drill. Drill. When you are consuming the training course, you need to drill in deep, right? I present you all the concepts that we implement in our business, but it's your duty to research more on the web about the topics that we are gonna discuss. Okay, I can only show the path. You need to walk the path. Okay, whatever I discuss in this training course, just go ahead online and read some articles. Okay, follow my perspective and as well as have other expert perspectives as well, right? I'm not telling you to follow only my perspective, but that's good because if you follow one person's perspective, you will be successful, right? You need to model people, right? Again, you can also mix my perspectives with other expert perspectives. It also works, right? You need to drill down on whatever that you learn. Okay, so you need to also, when you're learning, you need to identify bottlenecks in your learning process. So here you can see in the learning process, you have many things involved: niche, research, setup, content, SEO. You need to identify what are all these areas, in which areas you are struggling. Okay, suppose you are struggling with niche, then you need to go and watch the niche module again and again and again and again, okay, and complete all the action steps and also research more on that. You need to identify the bottlenecks in your learning process. Just fix it by making use of a driller, right? So you need to make a list of most difficult processes and aspects inside the system, right? Whatever thing that you found difficult in the training course, just drill down on that. Okay, you need to identify what are all your weak spots. Okay, the only thing that's preventing you from achieving success or your bottlenecks. Okay, you need to identify what are all the concepts you need to focus more on and drill down on them, right? Ask relevant questions that solve your bottlenecks in communities. Just rewatch the videos, just do your own research, participate in various forums, right? Drill deep to the core. Okay, drill deep to the core and tackle them separately. You need to tackle all your bottlenecks or the sub skills that you are struggling with separately. Okay, so for example, many people say, I'm struggling with blogging. Okay, please tell me in what aspect of blogging that you're struggling. They tell, content writing. Okay, and I again ask, in content writing, what area are you struggling? There are various steps involved in content writing that I present to you going forward in this training course, like outlining, research, writing, editing. What step? Writing. Okay, writing. Are you doing outlining right? No. Okay, first learn outlining. Okay, like this, you need to drill in deep. Okay, you can't vaguely say like, I can't do blogging, it's difficult. You need to state at what part of blogging is difficult. Okay, what sub skill of blogging is difficult, and you need to do something to rectify that. Just list down all the essential things, list down our entire Blogging X framework, the flowchart that we have given in the resources section. Just go through that and identify what are the existing skills that you can use and what skills you may find difficult to learn. And again, go through that same flowchart, okay, and also your views that you have written after consuming this training course and ask, now what has changed? Okay, still you will have some bottlenecks and address them by drilling them. Okay, make use of the community. And retrieval. Once you learn all these things, retrieval is really essential. Why you have forgotten all your university syllabus? You don't even know what you studied, what are all the subjects. Right? Why? You didn't retrieve, right? Retrieval is really important. So when it comes to retrieval, the act of retrieval solidifies your memory and concepts in your head, right? You need to retrieve the concepts that you have learned again and again and again. Okay, there's something called as spaced repetition that I will discuss momentarily. And more difficult retrieval leads to better learning, okay, provided the act of retrieval is itself successful. So like, you should not retrieve all the things that you have learned immediately. It's easy, right? You need to wait for some days or weeks and then try to put conscious effort in retrieving. Don't just refer your summary or notes. Just in your mind, just exert some energy, mental energy, to retrieve the things that you have learned on your own by not referring to any notes that you did while consuming the stuff. Okay, that's really important. It helps you solidify your memory. You need to find a right midpoint far enough to make whatever is retrieved remembered deeply and not so far away that you have forgotten everything. Right? Don't retrieve at a point where there are chances that you have forgotten everything, right? You need to find a right midpoint for retrieval, wherein you can just retrieve something that you have gone through quite easily, but not too easily, right? So it helps you solidify your memory. That leads us to the next step, retention. Okay, how to retain what you have learned and put it to real life use. Okay, there's something called as spaced repetition. Okay, this is a really good concept that you need to learn. This is really important. Okay, so if you're a college going student, like, this is the stuff that you need to do. This is the revision model that you need to follow. Okay, so here you will first learn your skill here. Okay, this axis is like chances of remembering, and this axis is like the days elapsed. Okay, so once you learn a new skill or consume any information, you need to remind about that information immediately. If you don't remind yourself, this will be the forgetting curve. Okay, you will forget half the things that you have learned within a week. Okay, so it's very important to have a first reminder the day after tomorrow, in case if you consume today something. Okay, and after that you need to have slightly more space here and have the second reminder on the 10th day and on the 30th day and on the 60th day, and on the 180th day, and in 2 years, and in 5 years. Okay, like this, we will be flattening this projected forgetting curve. Okay, if we do our first reminder and not do the second reminder, curve is flattened, but still you will be forgetting. Okay, in order to flatten this curve, you need to have at least 4 reminders of whatever you're learning. And do notice the space here. Okay, there is a little space in between the first consumption process and also the first reminder, and there is much more space between this first reminder and second reminder. There is more space here and even more space here. This is called space repetition for flattening the forgetting curve. Okay, so you need to maybe adopt this model by making use of space repetition software. Okay, I have implemented this system on Notion for my knowledge base for high impact books so that I can go through that again and again. Okay, Notion notifies me that I need to read this book again and again. Okay, in space repetition fashion. Okay, it will just take care of all these things. So once you learn a new skill, just try to proceduralize this. Okay, I have learned space repetition, but what if I don't adopt this? It will be a waste, right? This is just will be intellectual entertainment. I encountered this in a book, and after reading a book, I close the book and it will gather dust, right? You need to implement. You need to proceduralize whatever new things that you implement in your system. So Notion is the best systems tool that I've ever come across. So you need to make use of it. Okay, you can implement space repetition on Notion, and when you learn new skills, then you can update the respective SOPs, maintain SOPs, templates, so that those templates and SOPs will be evergreen assets for your site, and you will keep on updating them as your knowledge increases. That's really important. Constant upgradation of your business assets is really important. Okay, like you read many articles, you go through many training courses. What's the use if you don't remember things? Okay, you need to have knowledge capturing mechanism, and you need to have that knowledge implemented proactively in your business immediately. Okay, in case if you have SOPs or the list of procedures that you need to follow when publishing a blog, then every time you read something interesting about publishing a blog that you would like to implement in your business, you will add that tip in your checklist. Okay, by that your checklist will improve over time. Kaizen principle, right? So that is really important. Okay, you need to have certain system that helps you do space repetition and also proceduralize the processes, right? When you proceduralize a process, you don't need to remember everything in your brain. The system will take care of it, right? Or whatever things that I've learned in the last year, the important things that I would like to implement are all implemented in Notion. So even if I forget it, I will be implementing it because I'm following the system, right? So constantly my system progresses by having these procedural systems in place for me to make sure that every new strategy that I learn or implemented in the right parts of my business. Okay, and the next one is intuition. So once you remember things and once you implement the stuff by proceduralization, you need to develop intuition. Okay, experience leads to intuition. Intuition means those creative stream of ideas that you get in your head. Okay, creativity. Intuition leads to creativity. Okay, so you get a feeling of the whole. Okay, like once you learn blogging to an extent, like you feel like you can explain blogging to someone in under 1 hour, although you can't do that. Okay, you feel that thing like you can explain blogging in 1 hour or 10 minutes. You have simplified the concept so much and it's like a second nature for you. It's so easy for you so that you just think anyone can learn it, but it's not the reality. You need to put in smart work. So these are all some of the rules for developing intuition, right? Getting a feeling of the whole, everything will be friction free in your business, right? So rule 1, don't give up on hard problems easily. When you are struggling with anything in blogging, don't give up. Just figure out some way to solve it. Ask the community, right? Get a consultation. Rewatch the training courses, pay for some consultation. Don't give up on hard problems easily, because some hard problems will be severe bottleneck when it comes to your success. And the second one, prove things to understand them. Don't just accept anything. Okay, when I say you something, okay, just demand from me why. Okay, why I need to do that way. Don't blindly accept someone telling you need to do that. Just ask them why. Like, I have made a good job of presenting the why when I explain any concept for you guys, so that you can better understand it and actually implement. Because without knowing the importance of why you're doing what you're doing, then you won't really get anything out of this training course. And always start with a concrete example, right? When you are learning anything, start with examples. Okay, don't read blog posts that don't give you examples. Okay, and don't fool yourself. Okay, don't fool yourself thinking that something is important and you know deep inside that this is not important. These are all the things that you need to remember. Okay, so don't fool yourself that you understand a concept. In fact, you don't know the concept. Okay, don't let that ego or closed-mindedness come in your way, right? Open-mindedness and hungry for learning and having zero ego is really important. Just have that feeling of inferiority so that you will be able to grab more of the things that I'm presenting you here. If you already pre-assume that I know everything, then all the things that I teach you here will go around your head, not inside your head. Okay, just have that humility, open-mindedness, and have less ego. Okay, so that you will be a sponge. Okay, you will be extracting as much information as possible from this training course. And experimentation, right? So once you develop your intuition, your creative juices will flow in your head. Okay, now it's time to experiment, right? Experiment new things, right? So experimentation is the key here. I experimented many things. That's the reason why BloggingX is such a quick success. Okay, so experimentation is the key, right? So you need to model people. Okay, it simplifies the problem of experimentation somewhat because it gives you a starting point for making decisions. So you don't need to reinvent a wheel. You need to invest in getting a proven system. And after you get that system, you need to model that system. And you can use your creativity upon that system so that you can further refine that system. When blogging, you set up your blog on WordPress. Okay, you don't create another WordPress. Similar to that, in your business, you don't need to invent the business. Okay, you need to invest in getting a blueprint or a model of a proven business and then follow that foundational blueprint or a system and work upon that by making use of experimentation. Okay, tweak that, customize that. Okay, so like this course exactly presents you the blueprint that's working for me. Okay, just implement that and afterwards use your own creativity and tweak it and get success. Okay, and read plenty of case studies and experiments. Okay, case studies and experiments are the information that are tightly related to the real world. Okay, this helps you to transfer your knowledge to the real world. And don't do experimentation in the learning phase. When you're going through this training course, don't do experiment. Just blindly follow the process. Okay, once you have that initial foundation, don't do experimentation in the foundation, because I have done all the experimentation for you and led you down the solid foundation. Don't do experimentation there. Do experimentation when it comes to building upon the foundation or when it comes to the elevation of the building, not the foundation of the building. Okay, you will commit mistakes and like you will spend a lot of time and energy here. And experimentations are not meant to succeed all the time. Even if you have foundation very strong, then after developing your intuition or feeling of a whole, right, experimentation may not work all the time, right? When they succeed, they give you disproportional results. For example, you do 5 experiments that have the 25% of being or 20% of being successful. And when those 5 experiments be successful, you will increase your monthly income by $1,000 per month. In that case, even if one experiment be successful, then you will start earning $1,000 per month, right? Like that. Once experiments are successful, they give you disproportional results. Okay, disproportional results mean like insane results. Experimentations are meant for that. And when you are doing any experiments, read some case studies. If there are any experiments that are already done about whatever that you have got to experiment. This decreases the chances of your failure. Validate the fact that your experiment will be a success by looking for relevant case studies and experiments. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is the learning process. Okay, so first you need to learn how to learn and learn to focus on your learning experience and learn the things that are directly applicable in your business to real life. And you need to drill down on your bottlenecks when learning with directness and make sure that there are no bottlenecks in your learning process. And you need to retrieve whatever that you have learned periodically so that you can retain it, the stuff that you have learned, for a longer period of time in your brain, hard disk, your own hard disk, okay, by making use of spaced repetition and proceduralization, by making use of some system-based apps like Notion, and also while retaining the stuff for a long time, recalling it, you will be able to mix and match the different things that you have learned in your life, and it helps you develop your intuition, or you get a feeling of the whole. At this time, blogging will be a second nature for you, and you can experiment on new stuff, and you can read some case studies, take some risks for growth hacking your success. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you loved this video, and just let me know, like, I want you guys to summarize this entire video and just leave the summarization in the video comments. Okay, because when you summarize all the things that you have learned in your own words, you likely remember it. And also revisit this video more often. Okay, you have watched this video now, and again watch this video once you complete the course. You will get new perspectives. Really important. See you later. I'm out.